Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second.
Heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he goes out right around the 39. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Now Murray off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Right back to Hubbard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 94 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Room here to run. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Wilson on first down. He'll check that down to Carson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They run for it with Carson, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. J.J. Watt able to get him for a loss of about 3.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. This is Carson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Carson again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, it's Hubbard, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,